What up? What up? What up, you guys? It's Blackwing 2040. Welcome back to the DC Animated Universe Marathon, where we go through the iconic episodes and some of our favorite episodes of the DC Animated Universe. Today, we are going to record commentary for this episode of Superman the Animated Series, Fun and Games, and it gives us the debut of everyone's, or as Tex and I like to make this joke, the supervillain weapons manufacturer of the DC animated universe. We get our debut episode of Toyman. If you guys have been listening in our commentaries from like Batman the animated series or New Batman Adventures, we have this on-running joke that Toyman is the weapons distributor in this universe.
He's got to be. Absolutely got to be.
He has to be. He really has to be. And for those of you who are not really familiar with Toyman, Toyman is basically like a villain who pretty much uses his main weaponry is like based off of toys, but they're more lethal. So in this universe, like the DC animated universe of Toyman, he looks like an actual legit toy, which makes him look very creepy. So he has a voice, but you don't really see like he doesn't make any facial expressions or anything. Like his whole body and mannerisms, like he looks like a doll, like a grown man doll. To give perfect description of it. If you want to know what he really looks like, you could just look up his image on Google Images, and boom, that's what Toyman is. So, Tex, what would you say? What was your first exposure to Toyman as a whole?
Oh, definitely the DCAU. It wasn't Superman. It was definitely the crossover episode with Static.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think Toyman was in the Static, and he was in a Superman crossover episode. Ever since then, I saw him. I think this was actually this is his first appearance, but this was the last time in the DCAU that I knew of him.
Mm-hmm.
Because then my next time I saw him, it was like JLU. He was in the
lead.
He appeared in a few times in Justice League.
Yeah.
But then the most memorable time to me was the finale to JLU when he was with the whole group of villains led by Grodd and then Lex, and he was a part of the little Civil War fight.
Yeah, the supervillain.
Pretty sure he was on Lex's. Yeah, he was on Lex's side.
Yeah, he was part of Team Lex for that. I think.
Yeah, because I remember he killed parademons with like a Nerf gun with explosive on it. Oh,
that's
kind of cool.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, so. This is also my favorite version of Toyman because, well, I can't count comic Toyman because I've rarely seen him. But as far as like Toymans I've seen,
he rarely ever appears in comics nowadays. So
which is a shame since he's one of Clark's only Earth-based threats. So, I guess they were like, oh, Lex or nothing, man. Maybe a bit of Metallo, but other than that, it's usually space guys.
Yep. Because if I'm correct, his name in this universe, I gotta look it up. I think it's Winslow Shot, I believe. Come on, DCAU.
I definitely think it's Winslow. I feel like I've heard that before.
Yeah, it's gotta be Winslow. Yeah, Winslow Shot. Yep, Winslow Shot. Because his character has made appearances in like other forms of media, like because you have other versions like the I don't know if you remember that episode, the Christmas episode of Brave and the Bold, where you had this character called Funhouse, but it was actually supposed to be like Toyman.
Oh, okay, I do remember Funhouse. I always thought it was just one of those old characters when they kind of all shared similar gimmicks, even if they really shouldn't. Okay,
Funhouse was basically like an amalgamation of Toyman.
Okay.
So yeah. But we've done a lot of chit-chatting anyway, so let's get this episode started. And if you're watching along with us, we're about to begin the episode in 3, 2, 1. I don't think we need. Do we? I
love this opening, but we don't have to keep watching it, honestly.
Okay, because I'm about to, okay, folks.
I mean, I don't mind, but like I get you. It's a great opening, but it's not one of those openings that you just have to
stick around for. Time. Like how we did with Batman.
I feel like if we didn't do that for Batman, we would have got a lot of hate mail. So
like how dare you skip the intro of Batman
opening of all time.
I mean, trust me, because I know when we get to Batman Beyond, we are not skipping that opening.
Oh, that opening is a straight banger.
We are not skipping that opening for Batman Beyond. And I know Justice League and JLU, of course, we are not skipping those either.
Definitely
I know we would definitely get a lot of flack if we.
The JLU is probably my favorite DCAU opening in general. So
I agree with that. I hands down agree with that. And it's been so hard because JL and JLU is gonna be our final shows. It's just like it's so hard to not watch episodes for it instead of just look at clips.
yeah, I definitely get that. Because it's such a rewatchable show, man.
So rewatchable. Jeez.
Oh, okay, yeah, good reflexes, man.
I almost took that officer's head off.
I think the only other time I remember Toyman actually is I remember the Smallville version.
Oh yeah, where he tried to kill Green Arrow.
Yeah,
While he was in
and
the
it was
hospital.
also the one that the clone Superman killed in what was it, Doomsday?
Yes.
Like the old Doomsday animation. Yeah, I never really liked that look for Toyman, like
Me
the
neither.
old long hair.
Yeah, me neither.
I've never really liked that. That's why I've always kind of latched onto this version.
Now I remember. I think my first exposure to Toyman was Young Justice, where he appeared in that one episode of season 2 where Blue Beetle took him down. But it was
Oh, I
just like,
definitely don't remember.
yeah,
I don't remember that then.
it's one of those blinking you'll miss it.
Okay.
Uh-oh, what do we have here? Speak of the devil.
This is a very good intro on them. I love how he comes out the shadows, kind of this small toy figure. I love this design so much because it's so creepy.
Yep.
For a long time as a kid, I really thought that was his face. It never occurred to me it was just a helmet or whatever.
Yeah. Especially when he headbutted Killer Frost and it was a crack right on the head. Grab Pinocchio before he gets out.
I've always loved his actual toys though. Like I feel like the problem for Toyman is that he's a Superman villain, and it's hard to like really write him as a threat to like an experienced Superman at times.
Yeah.
But like for somebody more street level, like he would make a great Spider-Man villain, man.
I was thinking
he fits in a lot with those guys.
I would think more of a Flash villain. Well,
or Flash.
But then again, he already has Trickster for that, so
yeah. But I could kind of see it, like the gimmick. It works well because this is very entertaining. I've never been tired of seeing like any of his gear. I also love how these goons actually care. If this was Gotham, those goons would be like, forget him, leave him, let's get out of here. Like they actually helping him. That's nice. Yeah, in Metropolis, the crooks have some morals, man. I dig that.
Something.
They'll still do some messed up stuff.
Solid steel, huh? And yet that ball is destroying your armored truck. In times like these, super hearing does come in handy.
Oh, undoubtedly.
Jeez. What a ricochet. Oof. Wow.
Gotta be pretty hard. There you go.
There you go, Soups.
Dusted.
No, you're not. Anytime a goon says, hey, we're safe, I'm like, no, you're not. You open the door or they get pulled out of wherever they're hiding.
You guys are like, you're in trouble.
Like, he doesn't even bother to pour them out of the truck. They just, let me carry the truck all the way to Rikers. I mean, not Rikers, Strikers.
I get them all mixed up at this point. Like, unless it's
like
even Blackgate. I keep thinking Blackgate is like in any city but Gotham. It was Toyman.
It was Toyman.
He's actually traumatized. Jeez. I mean, I guess I would be too. We did almost get killed by like a ball, man.
By a ricochet ball that did not stop. Mannheim. So, okay. Bruno Mannheim really, I feel like he doesn't really play a significant role in the show, but apparently he does. Because, like, the episodes that I was watching that we didn't do that we're not going to be doing commentary on, he plays a significant role in those supposedly teasing dark
He's
side.
Intergang, right?
Yes. Oh, he's in this episode too. What do you know?
Okay, Bruno. I was like, the name sounds familiar. He's the Intergang boss, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm always used to like some other designs where he looks a bit more ugly instead of more mob
I mean,
boss.
that's his nickname, Bruno Ugly Mannheim.
Yeah, this dude's kind of just average, not over the
Yeah.
top. I remember Young Justice's version of him.
Yeah, that was
Um,
way better.
it's funny that we're watching this with a like kind of not an Intergang episode, but with him because I'm pretty sure Intergang is confirmed to be in Black Adam.
Really?
I think those guys. I think it was said somewhere those guys on like the speed boards and whatnot you see in the trailers are Intergang. I could be wrong about that. That might just be a theory, but I thought it was confirmed.
Interesting. Uh-oh. Toy planes. It's crazy how
Like I genuinely enjoy watching all of his stories, man.
Oh, jeez. Easy, Clark. I'm telling you, that's got to be the most creative way to be a villain. Using toys as your weapons, but in a lethal manner. This brings a whole new meanings to just toys. I wouldn't even call these as like weapons of mass destruction, but just like freaking just weapons.
Oh, definitely. But I never get tired of watching him though for some reason. I guess it's just
that running animation.
He is. I mean, he's dodging them bullets. You got to give him props for that, man.
That running animation. My gosh.
Of all the places to go when you're running from like planes shooting you, maybe you're not the smartest.
Oh gosh. Careful, Clark. Huh. Hmm. Of course, Lois, being the reporter that she is, rubbing it in Clark's face.
Would you say this is like one of the best like Lois designs, like the most like one of the best ones, like top 3 at least?
I would say, that's hard to say because every animation, or better yet, with every animated movie with Superman animated movie that has Lois in it, they really underplay her, except for the DC original movie universe. I say her usage in that universe is great, but like in any others animated movie or animated project, it's hard to say. I mean, this one I can say yes, top. I would say top 5. Oh, the rubber duck.
Okay, that's this. I remember. I definitely remember this.
I'm pretty sure he gave this to Penguin after he was finished using it.
That's what I'm saying. The Gotham criminals come to Toyman.
I'm like, hey, I need you to give me something. It's like how I feel like the Tinkerer is like the weapon manufacturer in the Marvel universe. That's what Toyman is.
Exactly. I don't mind that. I've always liked, I've always liked when villain communities and hero communities have that certified person. Like for a while, Oracle, she was kind of like the go-to person for all the DC heroes. They would all get information through her. Yep. I kind of miss when stuff was like that.
I love connected superhero communities.
Oh, I do. That's one of the best things about DC Universe Online, man. I tell you that.
Oh yes.
Nobody was separated. We're all just one big team, both sides.
Great game that's surprisingly still going to this day.
Yeah, it survived like what 2-3 gaming generations. That's impressive, man.
Blows my mind.
I'm surprised I didn't break it.
It's crazy how almost every shot in the intro is from season 1.
I think it would have been nice if they changed it per season at least. If you're gonna just reuse like animation from episodes, you could probably change it. That's a lot easier than just making a whole new opening.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
This is legit like all impossible stuff he's making. Like
This is definitely gotta be like explosive bubbles or some kind. Oof.
if he would have just started off with the gun, he might have a chance.
Exactly. And quitted
Had to
chatting.
talk first.
Knockout
bubbles. That's
Clever.
creative, man. I'll give him that.
This man is clever.
And Superman is still fighting this robot duck. At least those didn't make him, go on one knee like they usually do.
Yep. But I'm telling you, I feel like every moment of action he's going up against something, like they just downplay Superman in this universe, and I don't get it. I think that's why people just like trash on Superman so much way back in, like, I feel like in the early 2010s.
Yeah. He feels like at times just kind of a punching bag for his villains.
Yes, like he just takes the hit.
Sometimes he want to use his speed. Sometimes his durability is just really inconsistent.
Yep. I wouldn't open that door, Lois.
Oh, I think okay. I definitely remember how this part goes now. What he dresses her in.
Dresses her up as a doll.
Yeah. What is a reporter's salary living in a place like this, man?
Good question. Good question.
Do we ever see? Oh, I guess we do see sometimes where Clark lives, right?
Yeah,
I know we saw it in the Batman Superman movie, right?
Yeah, his apartment he lives in, and sometimes where he goes to Smallville to hang with his folks for a little bit. But yeah, good. I'm surprised that I never brought that up. Like, what
I'm just looking at it. It's like this is a nice place, man. Like
on a reporter salary at the Daily Planet.
Yeah, I don't think reporters have this much money till they hit there. Like they've been in the business for like maybe some decades, but
or win like a Pulitzer.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that is
just always kind of creep me out because I don't like how her hands look. I guess he put something on them, but I always thought he just cut off her fingers.
That is creepy.
Warriors come out and play.
That is creepy.
I'm glad Toyman kept showing up. He's one of those characters I don't mind when I see him, even if I don't love him.
Yeah. I'll admit, I just wish they utilized him a little bit more in the comics.
Yeah. He's one of those characters I think should have probably, especially from his design. I think his design was always a big part that like never made him break out.
Yeah,
because a lot of his design is just a
the
balding man,
the bow tie, the jacket, blazer,
overweight, and it's like, yeah, he could still kind of keep that, but like then you have this version, and it's like it's creepy. It's a better aesthetic to it. Yeah.
Clark having
they had Google back then, man.
Toymaker sentenced to 10. Oh, so I guess this is probably what he looked like without his helmet.
I think it's his father, right? That's the twist.
Maybe.
Oh wait, maybe.
Oh wait, he's about to explain his origin.
Episode.
Oh. The fact that he's using like a pop-up book.
He had to make this.
So wow. So basically deep down. Wow. This is great.
This is sad. Yeah. I mean, he's already a criminal, but that's like one of the worst things so far I've seen with Bruno Mannheim. That's really messed up.
Yeah. So okay, so he is basically the son.
I was just confused. So he said he bounced from foster home to foster home. So I guess he's implying he's an adult now. So he's just naturally that short.
I guess so.
Because he can't be a kid because we see him like as far as the end of the DCAU up to JLU, and he's always been this height. So I guess he's just a short guy.
Maybe. Gosh, those hands.
Yeah, they creep me out.
He has him in a jail jumpsuit. They never really say his first name. They just call him by his last name, Shot or Toyman, because Winslow Shot is basically his father. So this is probably just like an all-around new version of Toyman.
Works for me. I like it more.
He said deadly serious. Uh-oh.
I'm genuinely surprised. Like I'm genuinely surprised Lois even like. Unless she's not a bad person, but I never really took her as the type that like at least before dating Superman, she'd do something like this. Like it's bad, but like Jesus, you broke my toys.
Sheesh.
Now you know you could have got him too, Clark, but you just chose to be dramatic.
He really could have. What a dopey
It
dope.
just happens to be green.
Clark. Never underestimate your villains. Contact with the skin can prove fatal. And yeah, and it just happened to be green.
Yeah, I was like, because this is before they introduced Kryptonite, right?
Way before. Yeah, I think this was like an episode before the Kryptonite episode.
Oh yeah. I would have just froze it, but cool, man. I mean, if it works, it works.
Tornado spin. Smart. Remember, don't make a full mess, Clark.
Yeah, those got some impact to them. They hit the wrong person. They could actually hurt somebody. This man has just got great reflexes, man. You see it? Between the gunfire, dodging the dopey dough. I mean, he's got it, man. I'm surprised he got caught.
Toyman was like, my playhouse.
Ruined everything. This is a unique fight because you know they can't have Toyman actually fighting them. So you know,
Yep.
this is okay.
Uh-oh. What do we have here?
Ooh.
Oh, bombs.
Oh, I love when he protects people with his cape. You barely see it though. Oh, he got away. Yeah, okay. So he got away this episode.
He disappears into the
I
shadows.
love when villains get away. Especially if you're only going to bring them back later, it just makes the show seem a bit better when villains actually get away instead of going to jail every episode and coming back.
He was just holding the bomb for a few seconds.
Yeah. I'm glad. Like Bruno's. I don't say he got the criminal organization, man. He's giving me Mook vibes, like people who would work for somebody like him. Oh, those are toy cow. I was about to say those real animals. They're gonna just leave them. It's kind of dark.
Sheesh. Now, of course, we make the joke about how many times things blow up in Gotham. Now, I wonder how many things blow up in Metropolis, and nothing phases them.
Supervillains coming up probably soon.
Uh-oh.
That's creepy, man. That's good.
Broken
I
head
love that he got
mess.
away.
Wow, and the episode just ends there. Wow.
I love it. I love when villains
Wow.
get away, man.
Wow. That was just wow. Okay. So very interesting episode. Some things I never would have thought I would have saw coming. And the fact that it's basically uh what's the word I'm looking for? An offspring of the original Toyman, which really catches me off guard. So that because I only saw this episode like once, but I totally forgot what happened to it. Because I just remember this episode being Toyman's debut episode, and now actually paying attention, seeing what happens, and just like, oh, so this dude is just basically getting revenge for his father who just got screwed over by Mannheim. Very interesting.
Yeah, very good take on the character. I really dug it.
Yeah, definitely. Never would have saw that coming. But yeah, not a bad episode. Interesting take. Overall, yeah, like how we said before, it's just something about him doesn't speak like big time, supervillain. He's just, the comedic kind of supervillain, especially someone to go up against Superman.
Yeah,
He doesn't have that like okay, I'll say he
presence.
does. He had not the presence, but he does have flair. I will say that he definitely has
Yeah,
flair.
he's fun to watch.
Yes, and I'm looking up his bio. Yeah, he's basically Winslow Shot Jr. So yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
always a junior, man.
It's always the junior. Very interesting. But not a bad episode. Of course, we still have a lot more episodes to go to give us, introductions to other villains. Of course, we got episodes like Lobo's introduction, which is a two-parter. Of all villains, why you give Lobo a two-parter, which I don't understand. Like,
It's
what
funny. 'Cause
is
I think
so?
most of the two, but like the second half, he's not even a villain. He's just a supporting cast member.
Yeah, I'm just like,
So it's
what's so special about Lobo that he gets a two-part?
yeah, I feel like there's gonna be quite a few episodes we see that we're gonna be like, oh yeah, this should have been a two-parter instead of the Lobo one.
Because yeah, Lobo's like a Superman villain that not even a DC character I barely can grasp or even understand. I'd just be like, oh, it's Lobo. Okay.
I like Lobo. It's just his two-parter definitely could have been used for a more interesting episode. You know,
Yeah, that and it's
it's
just
just weird
like
that he got it, but like I don't think Brainiac ever got one, like a two-parter.
no, Brainiac doesn't get a two-part, but he does get he does have presence. I'll just
Yeah,
say that Brainiac does well with presence. Some villains have presence, and some villains just have flair,
I get
which
you.
is which is good. But anyway, guys, that's our commentary on the episode Fun and Games. Tell us what you think about this episode and what was your first exposure to Toyman. You can comment that in the comment section below. Text, where can everybody find you?
As always, guys, you can find me at the Detective on YouTube and Twitter.
And as always, guys, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitch at Blackwing2040. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and click that. Wow, I'm tripping on my words. Click the bell to be notified whenever a new video goes up or whenever I go live, guys. Gosh, I'm tripping on my words. But until then, I am Vengeance. I am Darkness. I am Blackwing.